In this video, we will demonstrate how to work with Priority's built-in advanced analytical and business intelligence tools. While each of these tools can also be accessed from the main menu in Priority, we're going to demonstrate a few additional methods of launching each type of tool. Let's begin with a look at Priority's dashboards. Click on the gauge icon in the lower left-hand corner to access your personal dashboard. Dashboards give you a look at condensed information from within the software in real time so that you can view live data on sales opportunities, orders, budgets, and more. Each area displayed is called a web part. Click on the pencil icon to display the selection of web parts, where you can hide, select, and arrange web parts as needed. You can also choose to include a specific website as part of your dashboard, provided these sites have been properly defined in Priority. When you are done making your selections, click Go to refresh the dashboard to display and view the web parts you have selected. Each web part is comprised of options specific to the related data. The options in the sales order web part are different than the ones in the purchase orders part, which are in turn different than what is displayed in the sales opportunities web part. View the data as a chart, graph, pie, or report. The graphic tools in Priority allow you to alter the display of any of these visual representations by clicking on the graph icon in the selected web part. You can also click on the calendar icon to determine the data range for which the reports are run. Right-click on the pie for additional options such as printing directly from the dashboard, rotation, slicing movement, or the ability to drill down to the details in a particular slice of the pie. Click on the magnifying glass icon to maximize the web part. Drill down to cross-sections from any of the display modes, as we are doing with the pie section. With Priority's business tools, you can intuitively drill down and drill across your data. Let's return to the dashboard. Priority's dashboard offers dials representing key performance indicators, or KPIs, of select matrix of your data. Set the KPIs in the Definition Gauge Scales form located in the Executive Reports Executive Report Maintenance menu item. Here is where you define the percentage parameters for each gauge, reflected not only in KPI dials, but as indicators in BI reports as well. You can launch the dashboard from Priority or set them up to launch directly from within Outlook. Go to the Mail option on the upper toolbar and select Priority on Outlook. Priority comes equipped with a number of role-based predefined dashboards and BI reports for key users such as the CFO, Sales Manager, and more that can be added to the Outlook dashboard. Choose from the available dashboards. Then, from within Outlook, simply click on the shortcut arrow in the bottom left-hand corner of your Outlook menu options and select the dashboard or BI report to be displayed. View your data from within Outlook and drill down directly into the documents in priority when further investigation is required. BI reports are another tool available for analyzing key business data in priority. In BI reports, you determine the exact cross-section of the data to be displayed by drilling down within categories and accessing only the specific data you want to see. For example, you can see sales data for a particular sales rep, cross-referenced by the type of sale and broken down by the exact part that was sold. Once you have achieved the desired display of the data, you can export the report to Word, Excel, or Outlook, or save it as an HTML page. BI reports are accessible both from within Priority menu and from the dashboard, as we have already seen. You can also activate certain BI reports from any form column with the green icon next to its title. When run in this fashion, the report focuses on the particular value that appeared in the form column when you activated the report. If you want to return to the entire population, click the Return to Start icon at the top of the report. Once you have run one of the BI reports, a number of options are available to help you fine-tune and view the data you need in the format of your choice. You can find detailed explanations of all the available options in the Executive Reports wizard. For instance, you can specify the particular period and company for which to display the data. You can specify an absolute period, such as the first quarter of 2012, or indicate the range of dates when the period begins and ends. You can then choose from a list of relative start and end dates, or open a pop-up calendar from which to choose the exact start or end date. You can also select a level of detail for the report. For example, you can run the report for a whole year, displaying data for each quarter. If you are working in a multi-company environment, you can also select the company for which to display the data. You may want to compare data from more than one company or period. To do so, simply move to another line and indicate the second company and period. Whatever values are currently chosen become the default in the next time the report is run. You can also save these definitions for reuse by clicking on one of the numbered buttons in the Save Template section. Anytime you run this report again, you can simply select the desired template to retrieve your saved definitions. The report opens with a default set of data. Click on Define Display Data icon to add or remove specific report columns and KPIs using the available checkbox. KPIs are indicated in the report by colored control lamps and reflect the values defined previously. Next, we'll click the Define Format icon and select the appropriate display options for sums and percentages. Let's round all the sums to the nearest whole number, and instead of the sums themselves, let's view just the difference between sums from each of the different periods we are comparing. This input screen also allows you to choose the dimensions format, which affects how data will be displayed once you begin drilling down. Let's look at the multi-dimensional format first. The multi-dimensional format allows you to drill down and view different cross-sections of the data in a single screen, organized within a hierarchical tree. Click the leftmost value in the row to see the numerous slicing and dicing options available. Select the subcategory in the pop-up menu. The corresponding node in the tree is expanded accordingly and can later be collapsed if desired. Your selection at each level is saved as the default cross-section at that level of the report. Thereafter, you can simply click on the arrow next to any node at that level to display the default cross-section defined at the next lower level. Note that the total for each node appears above its component items, and the total for the entire population is visible at all times at the top of the page. Once you have achieved the desired display of data, you can use the available icons to export the report to Word, Excel, or Outlook. Clicking on a linked value in the data opens a detailed report of any components that make up that amount or sum. You can then access the priority form where specific data is retrieved by clicking on the linked values in this report. This display format allows you to view values for the entire population as well as zoom in on specific cross-sections without losing global context. In contrast, the one-dimensional format displays each level of data by itself. That is, once you select a dimension by which to slice the data in the given screen, the selected cross-section is displayed alone. Click any hyperlinked value in the leftmost column to continue drilling down within the data until you reach the cross-section that you want. The input screen also contains filtering and totaling options that allow you to sum up, view, or eliminate all data that match a designated pattern. Click any column title to sort the report by values in that column. You can also click on any of the available graph icons to see the visual graphic representation of the data in a particular selection. In order to view data for the previous level, you need to return to the previous screen. As in multidimensional format, you can click on the hyperlinked values to view additional data and use the available icons to export the report to Word, Excel, or Outlook. Data cubes are one of the more advanced features in Priority's BI functionality. For any block of information you can access via BI reports, you can generate a data cube using SQL analysis services and then save the cube in a format that can be opened in Excel for further analysis. This concludes our tour of Priority's business intelligence features.